the spring, they were kind of like, you were thinking, right, okay, so maybe into international, they're able to kind of like maybe peak our interest, but always on the international stage, they always faltered. But now, 2026, new year, new me, new KAGENDRA, new Al Manuk as well, you know?
Yeah. I mean, we've heard the songs about it. I don't know where you can find it, but we've heard it. So right now, KAGENDRA looking to really turn the tides. That was an impressive game one. I like what I see. But then, this is Boom Esports we're talking about. You don't count them out after one game.
No, exactly. I mean, being the star value ranking top second player going into this one, we've had very interesting sights on Boom as well. I mean, they have definitely been a team that really caught us by surprise in KIC 2025, as well as their countrymen team Blacklist International as well. So I feel like if they want to kind of continue this this high ride, this high momentum at the moment, Boom needs to try and win at least a round here of KAGENDRA, especially in game number 2. Because if it goes to 2-0, KAGENDRA's gonna be riding that high.
Oh yeah, for sure. Momentum swing is gonna be great, and I feel like this KAGENDRA of new, I don't think they give away things for free anymore, right? Because KAGENDRA, they got that lead early on in the first part of game number 1. And it never really seemed to run away from that point. So Boom Esports, they need to start figuring things out here, and they will try with the first few bans going on to the Lapu Lapu as well as the Long.
Yeah, typically as they've taken the Forge Maiden off of the Gorge already and used it once for KAGENDRA, they're looking to keep banning that one out as well, as we've seen from previous match behaviors also. So the Oyin as well as the Lapu Lapu, the Refart Datu being banned out here, as well as the Spark Mace Byron. They want to make sure that they don't get the Pay Byron combo going for themselves on the side of Boom Esports.
Interesting. I actually feel like Boom Esports might try to go for the channel this game. But here's the thing. I think even if Boom Esports goes for the channel, I think KAGENDRA are ready for it. So they'll start off with the higher here though.
The very first moon.
The higher coming through, obviously, didn't quite give the victory for the side of THQ the other game. Man handling that one, but this time around, KAGENDRA, they do what I was expecting Boom to do last game and pick up the Dolia here, but also fleshing it out with the Martial Monk Dharma for Sole.
I like this a lot because Boom can't pick the Yangjin again. No more Twilight for you. Ban pick. Global ban pick. This is the beauty of it. So now KAGENDRA knows that there is a guarantee they will get the Yangjin here. Now it's about finding out, okay, what does Boom Esports want to put here? And Boom Esports, the answer is, we're going to do the same thing to you. We're going to dominate the early game.
Yeah, looks like Migi is going to go for the War Saint here, the Guan Yu, as well as Tigress, the Pay for Carl. I mean, let's see. I mean, how he did on the Fade, the Featherfoot, I didn't think it was that impressive here for Carl, but I feel like I have to give it over to Senko. That was really kind of like completely taking his mojo out of him there, with obviously a lot of the crowd control, a lot of the pulls. So let's see if he's able to run wild with this untamed Tigress. But now, obviously, like you were saying moments ago, KAGENDRA get the Trilight and the Dolia combo.
Okay, this is a position where KAGENDRA game plan is very clear, right? You get the Trilight for the Yangjin, so Feishu is definitely going to be diving like crazy with the help of Lu on this C-Singer Dolia. Get the refresh in, try to get everyone on the side of Boom Esports near a wall. And that's where, you know, Saul is just going to come in with the punches flying. But Boom Esports, where is this counter initiative?
They're going to find it somewhere, right? Obviously, they are looking for... Oh, okay. Potential Void Caller here for draw. The Koi come through. Oh, okay. Kin.
Okay.
Filling your boots here with this one. He gets locked in.
Yeah, you see the brow raise by Draw, you know he's confident on this hero. And Draw, I think this is not the first time he has brought it out. We have seen the Kui in play. It was pretty successful, I believe. And I remember asking this question, which was, how accurate is your Void Caller hooks? So far, Draw has been pretty impressive. He has got him them hooks.
He's got them hooks, but he didn't get in the victory kit here. I'm looking, it's when they played against DMT last game. They lost, but hey, maybe the performance was good, but just wasn't good enough for the victory here. But fleshing out the comp here for KAGENDRA, Senko taking a little bit more of a carry approach with the Fire Ninja, Mai Shiranui coming through.
Okay, this is a very interesting laning phase because Mai is notoriously known not to have good wave clear. So this initial level 1 wave, definitely in Tatsuri's favor. Now it's about, okay, what does Boom do with that initial lead in the mid lane, right? And once again, we've already seen how the teams are playing today. They are going for probably that 3-man mid approach. What are they going to do and try to even out the odds?
Yeah, I can imagine obviously a lot of that gold and maybe even the first wave into the mid lane will probably be aided over by Carl as well, right? Obviously, especially on such a pick like Pei, you want to kind of get, just like Feisha did in that first game, is you want to get that lead as solidified for yourself as quick as possible.
Yeah, so that is one way. The other way is kind of slow down the farm, right? Which I think maybe Draw might be considering at this point. This is one of the reasons you pick up the Kui as well, to go for that level 1 hook. You don't have to get the buff, you just need to reset the buff so that KAGENDRA can't do much with it. So I think this is going to be dependent on what Draw does in the early parts of the game.
We'll have to wait and see if he's able to get those crucial hooks to begin with, right? I mean, yes, obviously the Magistrate on Zahn here, he does have the legal immunity. If you do time it correctly, you can cancel out that hook. So can, under pressure, Zahn actually use that legal immunity to escape the Void Caller?
That's true. I mean, is he even the target at this point, right? Because at this point, I think you want to just spoil the game for Fei-Shi. I don't really think you need to care about Zahn in this early part of the game. It's more of a, can we squeeze out an advantage elsewhere?
We'll have to wait and see, right? For Boom, obviously they are already down a point at this moment in time within this best of 5 against KAGENDRA. So let's see how this game number 2 unfolds here for Boom. Obviously going for the Koi, a little bit more of an unconventional support pick that we've been seeing so far. Obviously mainly been a big focus around about those support tank picks. Yes, obviously Koi can be quite tanky, but not quite to the same level as obviously the Lapu Lapu or the Lian Po or the Zhongfei.
Okay, so that is showing Draw did not hit that first hook. Miggy at the same time failing against Saole here. So it's looking once again like a KAGENDRA start. Even though KAGENDRA is trailing by about, what, 100 gold? Attempted hook, not gonna hit again.
I think we should have a little tally on see how many hooks actually do land here. But currently it's at a minus 100% here on these hooks hitting for now for Draw. So we need to start seeing some of those positive numbers come through.
Yeah, he needs a little bit more seasoning, a little bit more setup. And for now, Carl is going to try and provide that value on the other side of the map, right? You may not be able to get the hooks, that's fine. Boom will try to get a direct approach through better rotations.
Hopefully for better rotations, Boom trying to get some kind of advantage here. I mean, they do have the gold lead for now, but with a hero like the Pei into the jungle, you should expect nothing less here. But Sole with the Troop Mantra, and then that's it. The Ryujin from Senko getting the first blood over to the side of KAGENDRA once again.
Yo, what is this KAGENDRA, man? I mean, we've seen KAGENDRA perform well, but not at this level. KAGENDRA is definitely bringing it today. Look, yesterday, was it yesterday? No, the day before, it was IKL's day. They won every single game against the PKL representatives. Today, it looks like they want to keep that trend up.
They do want to keep the trend up, exactly. I mean, definitely with the especially alive at the hook. Okay, there we go. We got one successful hook here. But Lou, I feel like he was baiting that hook, don't you feel like? Like that was a little bit too kind of like suspicious just to be out in the open. He knew Draw was looking for him.
Yep, you know why? Because that actually took Draw out of the experience. So Draw did not hit level 4. And now this, even though Draw has hit level 4 at this point, he needs to recalibrate and get a brand new hook. Not as easy as it sounds.
No, not quite as easy as it sounds. Obviously, we are seeing a bit of a duel into the Shadow Realm right now between the two mid laners. It's actually looking like it's going to go over to favor of Tatsuri. He does get the pickup there as well, so quick answer for the side of Boom Esports. They are now back in the race in terms of the kills, but KAGENDRA have taken the lead ever so slightly with the gold.
Right, so KAGENDRA now let's see, what else can they do? Draw, I mean, even if he gets a hook here, when Facia goes into the heaven and earth mode, it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter at all, exactly. It's going to be pretty much all she wrote there. But right now, obviously, we are seeing a bit of a push down to the bot side of the map. We haven't quite yet got to that 4-minute mark, but just creating that little bit of premature pressure for the side of Boom Esports means that they could potentially go for that Tyrant. But Carl looking like he's a bit of a worse for wear right now, having to use get the shield away for that second skill.
Not ideal at this point. So KAGENDRA, they have a decent positioning. They're not really up there in terms of gold just yet, but they have prior positioning over this Tyrant, of which they're just gonna give it up straight away. Interesting.
So they are going to give it up, right? Obviously, we do see that Facia is just on the opposite side of the map. He's like, you know what? I'm going to make sure I get all my tasks first, all my camps come through, and then maybe we'll look to go towards either the Overlord or just look for a team fight. Because the Overlord, especially the latter version, or well, the earlier version, sorry, it hasn't been really given much prio here from any of these teams today at all.
Yeah, because even if it's a slight advantage, right? The slight advantage is that it naturally wins against the wave of minions, but you don't really get too many hits on the turrets, if any. And you're putting yourself at risk here because you might put yourself at risk of getting caught. Now, attempted hook by Draw, but Lu knows exactly what he's waiting for. Draw, they don't know he's here.
They don't know he's here, but Facia made himself aware, and there's a takedown onto Draw, which is another kill going up to the side of KAGENDRA. They're looking for a potential, a little bit more of a lead down to the bot side of the map, but now it's going to be Soleil going 2 for 1 against Miji and Carl, but now Senko comes to uneven those hearts. The Kachusen just misses out. That would have been a nice chunk of damage onto Soleil.
Yeah, but I like the fact that this situation happens, because let me bring you back to that moment you were talking about Lu, right? Was he baiting? I think he was, and that was definitely a bait from Saudi as well. Right now, in this middle lane matchup, it's not looking good. Tatsuri gets the catch, but gets taken out. And feels like this game number 2 is, once again, going to start spiraling out of control for Boom.
Yeah, don't want that to happen as well there, but that's going to be the Crimson Golem. Actually, just go to the side of Boom, but it's going to be the takedown of Draw. So Draw does fall, but it means that Carl's able to maintain that Crimson Golem. So I feel like there's ways we could look at that actually goes in favor of Boom here, but overall, obviously, the gold lead being in favor of KAGENDRA, you can make an argument that not quite as well of a trade here.
If nothing else had happened, maybe that was the case, but now they lose a T1 in the mid. They lose the Azure buff to Facia over that smite battle with Carl as well. In fact, Carl didn't even have the chance to use a smite there, which means KAGENDRA, they're winning on all cylinders again. Once again, the lead is not that big, but you know what's going to happen in a couple of minutes. Nice hook.
Oh, Flash with the ulti being expanded there by Draw. That's not quite what you wanted, especially when nothing was gained from it as well. And I mean, whilst all that's happening, you can see that Zaan's top side of the map here as well, looking to go for a bit more of a macro play, looking to try and open up these side lanes, whilst the rest of Boom are just kind of trying to find some kind of some kind of crumbs from the side of KAGENDRA.
I have to say this, KAGENDRA, what is this team? This team is, it's blowing my mind. They're playing really well. Like, Sauli to understand that, hey, there is a chance that I'm getting hooked. It's okay, I still have my flash. But not just having the flash, because he knows that Draw has it as well. He uses his first skill along the flash to dash right out of range, which overcommits Draw. Look at this again, Facial, he's fine.
Oh, no, absolutely fine, but not fine is going to be Draw there as he gets taken down by Facia. Miji does come in with the Rezo Cavalry, but it's going to be that status that comes through here, saving Senko. So not even a kill onto the side of Boom. That's going to be a double kill going up to the side of KAGENDRA Zaan. Just as he takes the T1 top side of the map as well. Like you said, kid, this KAGENDRA, I mean, this is a different team.
Yo, what did they have for dinner? I mean, look, they used every single available ability on the side of Boom, knowing that they can change their tides. But KAGENDRA always had one other move to just one-up them at any point.
They did, and speaking of one-upping, they get the T2-1 down into the mid lane there as well. So once again, KAGENDRA have definitely sullied their place as the Supreme team in game number 2. I mean, yes, there is ways that can get Boom can come back here. They're only behind by around about 2.6k gold lead, which isn't kind of like beyond the pale at this point. But what you got to be looking out for is that Carl is going to start to slowly fall off here, especially the fact that he's not able to kind of like outscale, out XP, or even maybe out gold Facial.
Yeah, I mean, that was the win condition, right? That was what KAGENDRA showed us in the previous game for game number 1, right? When you have to pay, you need to make sure you're ahead of the Yangchen, because Yangchen doesn't farm as fast. But KAGENDRA, the way they play this has been phenomenal. This game number 2, they're showing you exactly how to play against a pay.
Red team has destroyed
Exactly, yeah. How to dismantle the Tigress itself here. Obviously, trade for the T1 to T2 down to the bot side of the map here as well. I feel like this is just kind of like a little bit of a minor victory here for Boom as they just try and reclaim some kind of game, some kind of ground here against KAGENDRA.
Yeah, it feels like Boom has no answers, and KAGENDRA has more questions at this point.
Oh, they stole away the Azure as well. Twilight goes in, Facia just trying to put the pressure on with the ultimate there. We did see Draw was able to actually get the hook though, but Lu survives to live another day.
Yeah, he knows that he's fine, right? Because at this point, as you just saw, he has both his first and second skill. Even if you get the hook and the ultimate from Draw, all you have to do is to stun him after the initial, iframe, and you interrupt his ultimate entirely.
Exactly, his ultimate gets completely scuffed here onto the side of Boom. I mean, to be honest, it's a really hard one to really pull off. You gotta really try and like counter, or at least rely on another kind of crowd control, right? Maybe look at trying to get Midget to try and like feed the rest of the side of KAGENDRA into you, and then you pop open your ultimate there for a draw on the Koi. But none of that's really happened here, and it's a lot of moving parts, hence why it's failing here. But Carl looking for a bit of a saving grace to try and steal away their Azure Golem.
Yeah, I think this is a completely different KAGENDRA. Coach Reflect, I think he's done his homework to an absolute T here. They know that, hey, this is the available option for the side of Boom. We can let them have the Azure Golem, that's fine. But, as a team, when we start to really team fight, we're 3,000 gold ahead. Here comes a wraparound. How?
Wraparound could be coming around here as well. Obviously, fast increase here from the Howling Winds. Now, Carl gets taken down. It's actually going to be the Azure Golem going over to Soleil for what is left and what that matters. But the Vanguard, top side of the map here as well, looking to get that finishing touch onto the T2.
And excuse me, I thought, Facial was pretty tanky. He probably has like a lot of builds on him. He just completed his Dragon Rage. This is not even his final tanky form. And look at the rewards now. KAGENDRA have a tier 3 taken at the 11 and 20-second mark. This is going to hurt for Boom.
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be a big hurt for Boom here as they try to defend the top. It's going to be Senko trying to get the push here onto the top side of the map with the Shadow Vanguard. But you've got 2 lanes being pushed in right now, Kin. Boom has to survive some kind of defense.
I don't think they can do it. This is a 3T3 at the top. There is still more to be had.
Still more to be had, but the pulling of the Vanguard was a really good call here by Draw, but it does mean that that team with Water 3 into the mid lane does get opened up, unfortunately. Not quite the result they wanted. They just wanted to wipe out the Vanguards, but now all they have is that crystal laid bare here for KAGENDRA. KAGENDRA looking to do this sub under 15 minutes.
Yep, this is a very scary potential. All they need is a jump in from Solid to slam them against the wall, and the Hellhound as well from side of Facial. Let's see.
Ooh, there he goes. He dashes out of the ultimate, flashes out the ultimate this time as well, but a very nice cancellation there onto Draw, really mitigated the impact coming through here for Boom Esports, and Midgie going down. It means they're able to keep the base alive, but they're down a member.
I mean, they've shown you that their masterclass at this point. KAGENDRA, every single option that Boom are exploring, completely shut down. They can't get Miggy. The hooks are on Draw. Oh!
Uh-oh. There he goes. A lot coming through here. Solly's having to die here, but he's going to die for the victory, and KAGENDRA gets game number 2.
That's really quick. I did not expect this. Look, I don't mind being wrong, and this, for me, this is a brand new KAGENDRA IKL. Oh, we have a new system in hand here.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, like you said, we always underestimate or at least get proven wrong by KAGENDRA, whether it's us predicting them to win or predicting them to lose. They always predict us wrong here. But like you said, in the game as well, Coach Reflect doing his homework. The new synergy of this team is definitely what KAGENDRA were looking for since the inception in 2024.
Yep, it's crazy. I have to show you the O here because I'll play every single option. As we take a look at the highlights, I can tell you exactly what Boom Esports was having in their mind. The players, especially as a Kui player, I can tell you exactly what he was expecting after the hook, right? And even with the updated skill 1, you do have the ability to catch multiple members on the side of KAGENDRA as well. But they knew exactly what Draw was looking for. They knew exactly what Miggy was looking for. And every option was shut down one by one. This is soul crushing for the side of Boom.
I mean, the interesting thing here as well is the fact that, see, they drafted the Aaron here for the side of Boom, right? I mean, they didn't really have much of a solid front line either. So with the Aaron not really having a front line, just kind of felt like they were just leaving Danny to kind of like, okay, well, you had the likes of still big potential picks to come through, right? Obviously, they could have gone for the Magistrate for themselves. Obviously, I believe that they still have the likes of the Lung, even though it was banned. But they still have better options here. The Aaron, for me, here didn't quite fit into the draft.
I think they did experiment this. Maybe this is a result of like internal scrims they've had, maybe against Boom and KAGENDRA, right? Maybe this is something that worked back then. And conceptually wise, you know, one of the hardest things to hit with your golden token for Zan on this Magistrate is a ever-moving Danny on an Aaron. So theoretically, it makes sense. But you know, that was never the focal point for KAGENDRA. It was more of, can we bait out the skills from Draw? Can we get Miggy to overextend?
I mean, they should know that, right? I mean, the way that Magistrate's normally played, you don't normally see him stuck in lane, right? Especially past the 4-minute mark. Like, once that place is, the 4-minute mark's gone and he's got a few of those on-hit items, like the Sparkforge, like the Doomsday, he's up to the other side of the map looking to go for a macro play, which is exactly what we saw there by Zan.
Yeah, this is such a scary gameplay. I cannot explain to you how big of a horror scene this is for me because you know what? When KAGENDRA players are getting caught, they don't mind getting caught. Like Lu getting hooked, I would have expected that, hey, Lu wanted to use a flash. He didn't have flash, he had Purify. And at the same time, he hooked Fei Shi was like, okay, Heaven and Earth mode. And when he hooked Zan was like, okay, let me use my second skill, bye-bye.
Yeah, literally, like they were baiting the hooks, right? They were like apex predator fish. The fish were trying to catch the fisherman, you know, and that's exactly what happened there. Draw got caught out way too many times for my liking. His ultimate didn't quite hit the pale as well. Obviously, everyone was canceling it with that kind of like high frame, just like dashing out. It meant that they could escape so easily. It just wasn't quite Boom's game, and currently it's not looking like it's Boom's series either, because they are down 2-0 at this moment in time. And that's crazy. The fact that we saw Boom able to actually take down Dominator by an extra round, even though they did lose compared to KAGENDRA's 3-1 loss to DMT, they're looking to lose even harder here to KAGENDRA.
Yeah, it's insane, right? The initial kind of image that I had was like, okay, Boom is the fisherman. He's kind of fishing for more wins from KAGENDRA, but KAGENDRA showed up and said, hang on, this is no longer the pond. You are in the ocean now. And once you drop into the waters, the sharks are coming to hunt you.
Yeah, it's definitely shark-infested water here for KAGENDRA. Their logo may be a Garuda or a bird, but it's definitely looking more like it should be a Dolia, or at least a more evil version looking of Dolia, because they are being baited by some kind of songstress right now. Like, they are struggling here, Boom. I mean, it hasn't seemed to be like a clean game for them either. Like, the way KAGENDRA is playing seems to be like two different divisions of teams.
Yes, that is something so clear at this point. I don't think we've ever seen an outclass to this level. I mean, we've seen the games where, you know, Team HOK as a new team being introduced. There's still some gaps. They're able to come back. Boom didn't look like there was an option for them. It was just, okay, how long does it take for your crystal to break?
And the guy with the thumbs ups, he's like, you know what? I've not got the answers for that one, but I have got 2 things for you. 1 thumb, 2 thumb, and back-to-back MVP with a 1-gun, 2-gun on the Twilight Yang Jian. He gets the KDA of the 108. Damage taken. He was the front line here, soaking a lot of that damage, but dealing even more.
Okay, now I am so invested. I want to find out. Right, this game number 3. Do we see like an even tighter game coming out from KAGENDRA, because KAGENDRA has shown us both sides of the coin on this particular matchup, and I'm talking about the jungle matchup. Pei against the Yang Jian, right? Tigress against Twilight. In both situations, KAGENDRA has shown you that this is the way you outplay that specific matchup. So this is really curious, because now as we head into game number 3, coaches are going to have to fight with a brand new composition here. And I feel like KAGENDRA have done the research. They have their number on the side of Boom.
They do have their number on side of Boom here. It's definitely looking like a misdial here for Boom, as obviously some of these drafts, especially with the likes of the Aaron here coming through as well. And obviously the bit of the misplay of the Pei, right? Obviously, we saw the masterclass of the Pei from the game number 1 from Fei Shi. Carl tried to emulate that one, but it just didn't quite happen.
Scary gameplay coming in, like any option. Every attempt from Boom shut down very clearly in pure dominance from the side of KAGENDRA. So with that being said, we will be coming into game number 3. First, you have to take a look at our faces here. I mean, I am gobsmacked. This is not what I expected out of KAGENDRA.